The ancestors are speaking.
The ancestors are speaking.
So be tapped in, tuned in,
and turned on to your manifestation.
Turned on to your manifestation.
and turned on in your manifestation. Your manifestation. The moon commands the ocean. Add ebb and flow to that tide, and you got motion. Slide that in a human form, and you have emotion. Why am I hugging my blue pillow so tight? I'm Mayasa T Muse, and welcome to this edition of Galactical Goddesses. And today, we're going to talk about how those inner waters move in the spiritual form. Yes, emotionalism. Let's take a deeper look into which waters float your boat.
Peace, love, and light. It is your Galactical Goddess Kösmïc Khamïllïon. Welcome once again to our group discussion on emotionalism. So today's topic or question that we'll be talking about today as it relates to emotionalism, fear or love. How do you know what you're operating off of or when you're operating out of either fear or love? How do you know?
Fear for me would be overthinking. Love for me would be just authentically moving. That's it.
Acting in fear puts you in fight or flight mode, puts you in survival mode.
Yes.
I gotta protect me. I gotta protect my interests. You know, but then when you're thinking in love, you're not thinking about yourself. You're giving what's on your heart and trusting the universe to return your investment.
True. I like that.
So,
Very true.
I like that.
Fear is usually the root cause of a lot of things. You know, out of fear comes anger, and also, you know, sometimes some forms of outbursts, or you go into let me hurt them before they hurt me. All of those things, you know, stem from fear. So if you are feeling, you know, like just a lot of uncertainty, you know, don't doubt that. But when you look at it more through the lens of love, you start to look at, okay, where is this feeling coming from?
there you go.
Instead of just automatically just having the feeling and being like, this is how I feel.
And let it,
Yeah, so it pushes you to kind of analyze the where is it coming from, and then, you know, you can, you know, change it. But fear is good to admit that you feel it, and love is even better.
Yeah.
Well, you know, fear comes from a lot of things with emotions that are unaddressed. And people tend to think that because things happened a long time ago, that, you know, forget about it. And I always say this, if it still hurts, it's still valid. So deal with that so that your emotions don't, as I said in my poem, become a bitterness that gets poured in someone else's cup. I like to pour sweet wine.
Okay.
Honey wine.
Yeah. And just to wrap it up, I feel like for me, when I cannot operate in my inner child, when I can't take things, like when I can't laugh, when things are so heavy where it's just like out of balance, and for me, I experienced it a lot growing up, and I kind of made a commitment to myself. I'm not gonna hold all this weight. I don't even, where the hell I get all this stuff from? Like, I don't want it anymore. It's not mine. Please, somebody take this. Yeah, why is everybody so serious? Like, we need to start asking ourselves this question: why are we taking this place so serious? And like, it's not working. On top of everything else, us being fearful and anxiety ridden and depressed and stressed is not working. So for me, I had to challenge myself to be honest with myself about my emotions, because I do run away from my emotions. I don't like to talk about emotions. Sometimes I'll even just use laughter as a mechanism to not deal with it. But I still have to be honest with myself when I get with myself and realize, you know what, that did hurt. You know, whether I tell anybody or not, which I usually don't, I'm gonna keep it in. I'm a real OG. And so, you know, you can't be showing everybody your emotions because everybody don't know how to take them.
That is true.
It's not for the
It's not fun. You know, I had to discern, you know, who I could share my emotions with and it would be understood. You know, because everybody not ready for me. I'm very interested. I'm a special cup of tea.
Yes.
Oh my God! I just got through watching a great show on Boss Up Houston Network. Have you heard? They're bossing up, okay? And I heard they're looking for you. Any podcasters, talk show hosts, if you're a writer or producer, we definitely need you. Come aboard and boss up.
Are you a small business owner that is struggling to promote your company?
Our topic today is, what's your status?
Shoot the dice at this point.
You just shoot the dice. Roll the dice.
So,
Yes.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's attorneys.
I love it.
Imagine being televised on a national platform. How about being a host or sponsor on a syndicated podcast? Or being featured on exclusive promotions and interview for your product to your ideal customer? Hi, I'm Kayla Sneed, and I'm head of sales with Boss Up Houston. And here at Boss Up, we like to help small business owners and entrepreneurs advertise, promote, or become a sponsor for one of our television, podcast, or radio shows. All you have to do is click the link down below to see if you qualify. I'll be seeing you soon.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Peace, love, and light. It is your Galactical Goddess, Kösmïc Khamïllïon, coming back at you once again, and welcome to Tantric Soul Sex Sessions. So, understanding emotionalism and how important it is for us to realize that we take on other people's energy and we come into the table with our own energy frequency. We have to realize that we have to learn to observe way more than we absorb. Often we get trapped up in the energies of the planet. I'm real big into the moon and knowing when the full moon is and knowing when the new moon is and knowing what season it is, because I want to be fully prepared when things come down the emotional wave, energetic pipeline. I want to be more energetically prepared to deal with my emotions and master my emotions as effectively as I can. I feel like it's now time for me to be so intentional. I'm at this point in my life, I realize that, you know, and many wise people have said this, that every emotion either boils down to, or every reaction, every interaction, sexual or non-sexual or whatever you want to call it, it boils down to either fear or love. So oftentimes when we are communicating with people, when we are having these experiences with people, when we are engaging in sexual experiences with people, a lot of times things end up being extremely dysfunctional, because when you engage physically, sexually with someone, you end up taking on, which is called soul ties, you end up taking on their energetic frequency, whether it be unresolved trauma from childhood, whether it be their parents' generational trauma or conditioning. A lot of times we pick up those energies and we think that you know, it may be us, which sometimes it is us. But I know oftentimes the test is for us to learn to protect our energies and protect our boundaries and understand that we are put into each other's lives to assist each other in our healing journey, or shall I say to cultivate wellness, because we're already healed. And so the moral of the story is that we have to learn to protect our energy. We have to learn to love ourselves so much. We have to learn to sit back and take time with ourselves, to self-care and self-love, and reflect on ourselves to make sure we keep keeping ourselves in check. I had a conversation today, not to get off task, but keep our own self in check. Make sure you checking yourself so nobody else will have to. And so you know who you are, and you're honoring yourself, and you are so in tune with your intuition, so in tune with your higher self, that you don't have to be out of balance with the world around you. And all right. Peace and love.
All right, this is your goddess Nicholl back again. Today we're going to be talking about emotionalism. So I wanted to share with you on our Creative Palette segment. Today I'm going to share about the effects of emotional eating. So, you know, sometimes you start to get these feelings and you feel like, you know what, maybe I just want to eat this or I just want to eat that. It will make me feel better. So two of the most popular things that we indulge in according to our emotional feelings are salt and also sugar. Some people like to combine them together. That's why some people might eat like a donut or something with like salty bacon. They like that sweet and salty combination. So today I just wanted to share with you why those things affect our emotions. Sugar is a very powerful drug. A lot of people don't tell you that, but it really gets into our system and it raises our the hormones that we produce, hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. Those are the hormones in our body that make us feel good, and it releases those like endorphins, and it puts us in a mood of satisfaction. But it also has some bad side effects as well. It can cause you, you know, to raise your blood sugar, and then some people become diabetic because of that. Their body can't produce insulin. And salt, some people that don't like sweets or desserts, they prefer things that are salty, and that also gives them that same satisfaction feeling. But salt also has some bad side effects as well. Too much sodium in your body, you can get it can affect your heart and also your blood vessels. Some people get the high blood pressure because of a large sodium intake. They also get kidney disease and also heart disease. So, you know, as we, you know, go through our life, we do have some situations that make us emotional. Some women around the time of their monthly cycle, they might feel like a craving for certain things, or, you know, women who are pregnant, they might have like a craving for certain things. So it's everything in moderation, right? As we always say. But I just wanted to just give you, you know, two of the most popular things that we indulge in that really, most of the time we use food as something to make us feel better. So, you know, I'm not gonna tell you what you can't do, because like I always tell you, you are grown. I can't force you to do anything, but I just wanted to bring some very important information so that you can keep that in mind, you know, as you continue to, you know, just explore the topic of foods. So thank you so much for tuning in, and our show today is going to be amazing. We're talking about emotionalism. Stay tuned.
Here I am holding this pillow again. I'm Amethyst Muse, and welcome to another session of Divine Rhyming. Thank you for giving me this time and space to share my poetic thoughts with you as we explore emotions. So let me go and start hugging this pillow and get to it. So I'm not the best at expressing my own emotions. Well, I can use a little work. I'm better at helping other people explore theirs. But this one is a piece of mine. Here's to your peace of mind. That's poetic, isn't it? Question. Suggestion. Feeling. Overload. Undercurrent. Purge. The moon commands the ocean, puts ebb and flow in motion, slide that inside human form, and you got emotion. Polarity's potent potion in your cup, so what you toasted? Currencies of Ashe-Ds from equinox to solstice? Do you let them take you over? Do people see you and start ghosting? Or do you channel what you feeling until your light keep on coasting? If it's millionaires you're hosting, life will bring it back to you and you don't need no lotion. the moon commands the ocean. Brings it all in circles and the ebbs and tides in motion. Slide that inside a human form. Water 85%, you've got emotion. To be continued. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about this piece. You see, our human forms are made of 85% water. And the moon controls your emotions. That's why people tell you to stay in when the moon is full, because the tides are high. And emotionalism is not about controlling the emotion as much as it is about channeling, so that your water's water crops for fruit and not Venus flytraps that snap at everybody. And what I mean by that is life takes you through a range of great and bad emotions. Maximize the good ones, but the negative emotions, we're all responsible for what we allow our pain to make us do. So as I continue this poem, I just wanted to leave you with that thought. Thank you for joining me for Divine. I'm Amethyst.
Hey everyone, I'm Brittany.
I'm Ann. I'm Jalecia.
And we are She Vibes. Come vibe with us.
See you next time. The ancestors are speaking.
The ancestors are speaking.
So be tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your manifestation.
Turned on to your manifestation.
And turned on to your manifestation.
Your